Good morning, everybody. Dr. Rita here from Mylan Family Chiropractic Center. You're riding in the car. Fuck. Okay, there we go. Sorry, cursing. Got this rolling here. Sorry about that. Let me just hold this stupid phone. Okay. So you're riding in the car with the Chiro. Dr. Anita here from Mylan Family Chiropractic Center. So today I want to talk about the effects of stress on our body. I know I've spoken about this many a times, but the reality is that sometimes that stress can really consume us. And this week it had quite an effect on me. There was a personal tragic accident within my family, and we're on the other side of one surgery and anticipating a second surgery today. So none of us are sleeping well. Although we had some relief after the first surgery that things went as well as could be expected, it's still horrible stress. And so I'm doing this live to talk about how I am going to manage myself so that I don't allow my body to crash and break down. With the advent of school coming, I've been taking care of many teachers as they're working their way into the office this week as they're going back to school, and the amount of stress that these teachers are under in the new rules and regulations in the school system, and the concerns from our parents with regards to the masking and how all those things. As well as managing my own stress. So some of my strategies typically are making sure I'm hydrating. Obviously, that's a pretty obvious one. I'm also usually exercising, but this week I really struggled with that because of lack of sleep. But this morning I fought it, and I got on my Peloton bike and did my workout. And I'm so glad and grateful that I did that, because I got some of those endorphins and enkephalins running through my system, giving me a little bit of peace as my family sends out mass texts with prayers and love being sent to the family member and the loved ones who's undergoing surgery today. I think about gratitude and how gratitude can raise us up from the pits of stress and hell sometimes, and we forget to be grateful for the little things. Like I have a sticker on my mirror when I get ready in the morning, and it says, "What are you grateful for?" So it's a reminder to me at the beginning of the day and the end of the day to remind myself of gratitude. And so this morning I'm grateful for the family that I've been blessed to be a part of, because we are rallying together in prayer and love and support of the immediate family members who are sitting in the hospital awaiting the surgery results, and the rest of us from all over the country, because most of us live in different states, that we are, banding together to pray and send healing energy and healing vibes and sending guidance to the surgeon's hands today, that he or she does the very best work humanly possible. But living in gratitude really helps you stay out of that negative presence, so that you don't wallow in those thoughts, because it's tough not to. It's tough not to wind up in that black hole. And then yesterday, as my phone was blowing up throughout the day and I was serving patients, and watching, concerned about, what the message was. And luckily this family member, got rid of the tube, and they ate, and they were in good spirits considering what they'd been through. So grateful for that. And after lunch, when I came back, I had an appointment with newborn babies. I had twins born into the practice, 3 weeks old. And Leonardo and Liana, I'm going to post some pictures later on after I go to my chiropractor. And what a freaking blessing it is that these parents who mama's been adjusted through her entire pregnancy with her twins, of course, because of twins, high risk, et cetera, and they were born early and they were tiny, etc. But the trust and faith that mom and dad have both been under care, that they had in me and chiropractic to start their twins' lives out expressing their fullest health potential. How blessed am I that they chose me to be their chiropractor? How blessed am I? And I'm so freaking grateful that they chose me to check their babies at 3 weeks old. Not because they're sick, because that's not why we take care of kids. Sometimes it is, but that's not why we check babies. We check babies to make sure that their life potential is expressing at 100% so that they can be at their very best. One of the twins was having trouble, a little bit of trouble with gas. The other twin was having trouble with latching on mama's breast. And while they're eating and they're growing and, all of the good stuff, those little things we've discussed throughout the pregnancy about look for these things. And if you see any of this, this is another reason why we need to get your kiddos checked. And they put all their faith and confidence in me. And they allowed me the privilege of checking their twins yesterday. So while I was managing my fears about my loved one having had surgery, man, it's like the skies opened up with beautiful sunshine and light from above, and I knew everything was going to be all right because I have no doubt that they were sent to me for a reason. And as I worked on those babies and we watched them go from bottled up like this, sorry about that sunshine, bottled up to after the adjustment, they relaxed. And then we put them in their carriage. And as we were finishing up our conversation, the two of them sleeping perfectly with their spines perfectly in alignment. What a freaking gift from above that I've been given this gift called chiropractic. And that I listened to that when I chose to go to school to be a chiropractor. I listened to that and went along the path to choose this because I know I was chosen to be a chiropractor. I know. So today, don't deal with your stress alone. Reach out, get support, talk to your friends, talk to your loved ones, rally up, hold hands. I had a few patients that I shared this with, and they prayed with me. They sent out prayer chains for my family. And I'm telling you, it works. Don't stand alone. And I'm not standing alone. I have prayers, and my siblings have prayers going all over the world. That's right, all over the world. Praying so that we have successful surgery today for my loved one. I know it, I see it, I feel it, I just know it's gonna happen. Look around you. There's gifts to be in gratitude for all the time. Make sure you hydrate, you exercise and get those endorphins and kephalins going. And most importantly, you live in gratitude. Get your spine and nervous system checked by a chiropractor. If you're not in my area and you don't have a chiropractor, please message me. I'll find you the very best out there in your area so that you can be at the very best that you were designed to be. Because our bodies were designed absolutely perfect as long as there's no interference. And that's what we chiropractors do, is remove interference in the nervous system so you can be at your best. So you've been riding in the car with the chiro. This is Dr. Anita from Milan Family Chiropractic Center. I'll catch you next week on the next ride. I'm heading off to my chiropractor to get my power tuned up, to help me manage my stress levels so that I can be at my very best to help love and support my family members as we go through this next few hours. And please, put out a prayer for us. My family member needs those prayers, that this surgery is going to be amazing, successful, and he will come out with flying colors, healing like crazy. So thank you so much for those prayers being sent. And I look forward to seeing you next week on our next ride. Have a fabulous, safe, healthy Labor Day weekend. See ya.